Backyard Bassing fans. Hope you enjoyed them few clips there. We had little fish catches there. Kind of went early this morning. It got hot really fast. We didn't leave the house till probably, I don't know, it was probably 10:30, 11 o'clock. So it was right in the middle of the day when we went. We just kind of wanted to get out of the house a little bit. But video today, what I was going to do is actually off a comment a guy left here early this morning, I guess is when it was, or whatever. But about creek fishing, about where he would start and this and that, and what to look for, kind of like what I did on the ponds. So to answer that question, I did tell him that, you know, one thing I look for in creeks is one, deeper pools. Deeper pools usually hold a little bit better quality bass. They can get down in there where typically deeper pools are a little bit darker towards the bottom. They're a little bit cooler down there. Your better quality bass usually hang out around there. Another good spot to look for is anytime you have any kind of rapids or, you know, rocks that are coming down, the water is going to speed up a little bit there and make any kind of movement like that. They're going to be towards the end of that. You know, all the food's coming down through there. All they got to do is sit there and wait. Some of my biggest smallmouth I've ever caught have been right at the end of the rapids or big boulders and stuff like that. They'll get in behind the big boulders. They'll just sit there and wait. You know, they're out of the current enough that everything's flowing right past them, and all they got to do is just jump out and grab whatever's coming by, and it's quick and easy for them, so they enjoy that. Other things, just like a pond or a lake or something like that, you know, you always want to target any kind of trees that are overhanging the water, big logs that are laying down in the water, stuff like that. Those are always well worth targeting. Probably number one bait I start off with in any kind of small creek or small river like that is always going to be like a 2 to a 2.5 inch little swim bait, a little paddle tail or something like that. That usually works pretty decent. I do throw that on an open jig head. I don't throw a weedless, nothing like that. The other thing that I throw a lot is any kind of little, any finesse worm. I usually throw like an 1/8 ounce slip weight on there. Unless I'm targeting bass that I can see that are just up by the surface. And what I mean by that is, a lot of times you go into creeks, they're so crystal clear a lot of times that you can see a lot of stuff. So the one thing I look for is bass that are up underneath, like overhanging trees or brush piles or roots that are coming out of the side of the banks. And you can see them just sitting there waiting, and what they're doing is they're watching and waiting for food to come down. I do like to throw a weightless worm on that, usually a floating worm. And you can throw it up above them, upstream, and let that stream bring it right down to them, and you can just twitch a little bit, and a lot of times you're going to get hammered right there. So, you know, give that a shot. It works pretty well. But other than that, like I said, any kind of small finesse worm with an 1/8 ounce weight, or even smaller if you can go smaller, depending on the current. You know, I'll get in behind those boulders and stuff like that and just kind of bounce around that bottom. It works pretty good. So if you guys have any suggestions or comments or any kind of questions like that, just leave it down in the comment section. You know, I'll be more than happy to answer any of them or maybe do a video on something. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that like button, and we'll see you guys again. Thanks.